Tell me, Miss Bateman, do you believe in God?
Well, tell the truth, Father Roach seems prepared to hear it. You might want to avoid tense situation. I don't see a reason to lie here, guys. We'll tell the truth. I think he will appreciate this.
I was brought up Anglican. The church was an important part of my early life, Father Roach. But what happened to my father eventually made me question things.
If you don't mind me asking, my child, what happened to your father?
He had an accident when I was very young.
Flashback.
Come along now, Thomasina. Let's get out of the rain.
Hey, my mother is pregnant, guys. Look at that. So we have a brother?
Remember what I told you, all right? Be a good girl. People are unwell here. They don't want to hear you running about making noise. Understood?
Yes, Mother.
Good. And don't annoy the nurses.
I promise I won't.
Good. Now, let's see your father.
This is the location in the opening sequence. The hospital. We've been here before. There's a little girl.
Mummy is crying. Mummy? Mummy? Daddy is sleeping. Daddy, wake up!
Good evening, Mr. Bateman. Hello, little one. You must be Thomasina?
Yes.
My name is Nurse Blaketon. I just need to talk to your mummy for a little bit. I'm sorry to disturb you, Mrs. Bateman. Mrs. Bateman?
Will he ever talk again, Nurse Blaketon?
The doctor is uncertain, Mrs. Bateman. There is the possibility that Mr. Bateman won't regain any movement at all. But we will do our utmost to look after Mr. Bateman here at Ticehurst, ma'am. He will have a nurse by his side at all times, I can assure you.
What sort of God would allow this fate to befall such a kind and honest man?
I'm sorry to hear this. God moves in mysterious ways, but he loves us all. Come along now.
I wonder if he is still alive now. Still inside the hospital.
Hello? She scampered off in a hurry. Who was that?
Some primitive folk make their home out on the moors. I suggest you keep your wits about you when you are exploring, and don't stray too far from Bewley.
I see. How much farther to Mr. Shoulder's house?
Still quite a walk, I'm afraid, but we'll get to him soon enough. Now then, take a look at this. Legend has it that this cairn has stood here for over 1,000 years.
How remarkable.
The Devil's Toe.
I beg your pardon?
That's what it's called. The Devil's Toe.
Oh, I see.
Come now, onward.
The devil's toe. All I see is a dirty toenail. A large toenail.
We walked and walked across that vast, featureless landscape. All the while, Father Roach was whistling away merrily. Just as I had begun to wonder if we were hopelessly lost, a building emerged from the mist. Mr. Shoulder's cottage.
Ooh, we are here. A lively place.
Here we are, Miss Bateman. Unless my memory fails me completely, this is Mr. Leonard Shoulder's house.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
Now, No need to thank me after your providential assistance today. However, I have something to ask you.
Yes?
Please don't tell Mrs. de Plancy about my little scene in the woods. She will only fret. The poor dear woman has enough on her mind as it is.
I shan't mention it.
Thank you. You'd better see if Mr. Shoulder is in.
Are you sticking around? He will be our tour guide again on the way back, Softia. He is a tour guide, the official ambassador of this town. You are right. Alright, I think we should save the game here. Just in case. Alright. A good looking house compared to the other ones in the town. Carved stone, the window. A hen and a rooster!
A sweet little hen, plump and well groomed. Here, chuk chuk chuk.
Don't encourage them.
Encourage them? How?
A fearsome looking beast. He looks much too unruly to be picked up. Mr. Shoulder has stacked blocks of wood neatly beneath this small lean-to.
Very neat and tidy.
Hey, I'm talking to myself here! Father, I'm not trying to have a conversation with you for now. I'm sorry. Hey, the glove! Oh, the remaining glove, like the one we have in our inventory, is a perfect match.
That glove looks familiar. I wonder if it matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
Ooh, so he was there?
That glove looks familiar.
Okay, we'll do the match
I
here.
wonder if
Hold
it
on.
matches the glove I found behind the plough and furrow.
We'll do a match. Is it the perfect match?
The gloves are a pair. Does this mean Mr. Shoulder was in the alley last night?
Yeah.
Why didn't he come inside to see me?
Maybe he... Okay, he's not drunken guy. I thought they were one and the same, but no, I don't think so. He has a different name.
A woolen undergarment. A pair of thick woolen trousers.
A woman's undergarment.
Slightly damp.
I have a similar one myself. So very warm.
The trousers feel damp. Freshly hung or still wet from last night's rain.
Oh, so he was wearing woman's garment, guys. Last night.
No sign of life?
None. The window is nice and clean. The dwelling is by no means abandoned.
But is he inside the house?
A carved stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon. Father, what do you make of this?
A peculiar adornment. I've not seen any like this in Bewley. Though it does remind me of a passage by the bard himself. It is the very error of the moon. She comes nearer earth than she was wont, and makes men mad.
Again? You're testing me, huh? Othello?
Othello?
Precisely, Miss Bateman. 1 out of 2, Miss Bateman.
You are keeping tabs, my dear father. You are quizzing me with Shakespeare.
What is your favourite of Shakespeare's works?
A very difficult question, Miss Bateman. But one I can answer, nonetheless. I am awfully fond of Cymbeline.
An unusual choice.
All gold and silver rather turn to dirt. Wouldn't you agree?
A fine quote.
Have never heard of that title before. Is it a popular work?
Do you know that young girl we saw?
No, but I've seen her sneaking around the churchyard. The poor thing is feral. She takes off at the slightest stirring. We will bring the Lord to her. Good time.
Perhaps she has her own beliefs. You said there were others like her.
Primitive folk, yes. Avoid the moors in hours of darkness and don't wander too far. I wouldn't entrust a young woman in their company.
The primitive folk, you think they are uncivilized?
What more can you tell me of these primitive folk?
Godless people, Miss Bateman. Don't concern yourself with them. They live out there on the very edges of this land. If you don't wander too far, you shouldn't cross their path.
So you think they are primitive because they are godless? Is that the only reason?
Do you know anything else about the Devil's Toe?
Not really. I do recall it toppling over when I was a child. A few lads from Bewley rebuilt it to the best of their memories.
The devil mustn't have been happy.
Come now, my child. Do not joke about such matters.
You mentioned that Mrs. Duplancy is worried about something at the moment.
It is not my place to say. Mrs. Duplancy will tell you in good time, if she deems it fit to do so.
Alright, now we talk about Mr. Shoulder.
What else do you know about Mr. Shoulder?
A reclusive man. I must say I know very little about him.
Does he attend services at St. Edmund's?
Not regularly, if at all these days.
Perhaps he feels closer to God out here on the moors. What do you make of Mr. Shoulder's residence?
A sturdy construction, I'm in no doubt. The winds blow a gale out here, not to mention the pelting rain.
At least he must have plenty of eggs to eat.
Awful creatures, those hens.
Why don't you like hens, Father?
I know I must love all of God's creatures, but they make such an unholy ruckus, and their talons claw at my boots.
But they mean no harm, and they provide eggs.
I
Right.
cannot abide hens' eggs. They smell of sulfur when rotten.
Oh. Maybe maybe he will puke again, guys. When he smell sulfur or eat another egg.
Is there a Mrs. Shoulder?
No, I believe Mr. Shoulder has led a life of celibacy.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Alright, let's try the door here now.
Mr. Shoulder? Is Thomasina Bateman here? I'm here in Bewley as discussed.
Maybe try again. His hearing probably isn't the best at his age.
Try again? Can I just... can we just open the window? Can we break into the house somehow?
Mr. Shoulder, are you home? It appears Mr. Shoulder is not at home. Curses.
Perhaps
Bloody
you could try the
curses.
handle.
It's locked.
Perhaps he's gone for a stroll.
Possibly.
I'd suggest you call back later, my child. I myself must make my way back home. I have some matters to attend to at the church. Shall I accompany you back to Bewley?
You go on ahead. I want to look around here first.
No, you go ahead, Father. Thank you.
As you wish. Farewell, Miss Bateman. I hope Mr. Shoulder finds his way to you.
Thank you for your help, Father Roach.
My pleasure. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Is that quiz number 3? Parting is... Wait, Sweet Sorrow? Sounds like Romeo and Juliet, guys. Is it Romeo and Juliet? Or Much Ado About Nothing?
Romeo and Juliet.
Correct. That I shall say good night till it be morrow. Lord be with you.
2 out of 3.
Well, Mr. Shoulder,
Did we get a prize?
brought me to Bewley, and now you're nowhere to be found.
Well, now that the father is gone, we can do something naughty. We can act a criminal way, guys. We can break windows, like you suggested, Sofia. We can climb to the 2nd floor.
The window is much too high up to reach.
Is there a rock here? Carved stone. Pull the stone
A carved
apart.
stone has been affixed to the door. I think it depicts a crescent moon. It's bolted onto the door itself. I can't remove it.
Oh, darn it. We'll use a trowel. We'll wiggle it out.
That is not coming off.
Alright, fine. We have a key here though, the room key. It's our hotel room key, guys. We'll try it on this door.
This key doesn't fit here.
It's not a universal key. Bummer. Not a universal key. Can we smoke him out? We can burn the firewood. But we have to be careful. We don't want to burn the whole place down, guys. See, we are acting a criminal way. Burn the firewood.
I'm not sure what that would achieve.
Throw the hand like in Legend of Zelda. Can we pick one up? Oh, we
You're
bought.
a sweet little thing, aren't you?
What are we doing with the hand? Oh.
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
There's a time limit? Okay, no, there isn't. What is the point of picking it up? Can we pick up the other one? The rooster?
You're a sweet little thing, aren't you?
Okay, there are no options here after picking that up, guys. Picking you up.
He looks much too unruly to be picked up.
I do not care. Let's pick him up using a glove.
I do not wish to harass the rooster.
Maybe we can use the garments here. Hold on, can we pick them up?
Slightly damp.
We're not picking them up?
I've
Wood?
no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
I think I can do something here, guys. What can I do? To-do list. Let's take a look here. Locate Hobbs Barrow. Now, time to find Hobbs Barrows myself. Explore building. Maybe the address of the Barrows is inside the house. Maybe. Alright, let's look at the hotspots again. Hen, rooster. The doorway, carved stone. Anything on this side of the house? Oh, there's the exit though.
As I trudged back to Bewley across
No!
those cold moors,
No.
I made a new resolution.
I don't want to go back. I thought he's heading back to a different screen. The previous location, guys.
I would find Hobbs Barrow myself, with or without Mr. Shoulder.
Oh, we're back to the bench. Okay.
The train! That must be Kenneth.
My
I should go and
assistant.
meet him at the station.
My assistant is here. It's the afternoon train.
A fine spot to take a rest.
Picturesque, relaxing. What does he say on the plaque?
Margaret's Lookout. I wonder who Margaret is, or was. Margaret's Lookout.
Right.
I wonder who Margaret is, or was.
Hey, there's a rock here, guys. Can we get a rock? There are rocks. I want to break the window. Well, let's take this time to explore the cemetery then. We haven't done so yet, and there's an exit to the north too. Headstone, and freshly dug grave.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
With no headstone.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
Well, we are Tomb Raider, we are Lara Croft. And we have a shovel, a trowel. It's time to get to work, guys. That's what we do, this is our job.
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
I thought we were looking for relics. Maybe there are relics hidden inside. Are we not doing our job?
William Paxton, modest and gentle of heart. Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby. Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven. Joseph Davis. Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister.
Tillett. That man's mother.
John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence. Forever in light, Anne Kemp.
Alright, what about this pathway here? Oh, what is this? Mushrooms in a weird looking circle.
I'm not sure if these are poisonous or edible. I'd better not touch them. They could be poisonous.
Why are they arranged in a circle though? Is that the witch's doing? There's a witch in town.
The moors stretch into the distance. I don't wish to wander aimlessly.
Oh, so that location is probably this way, huh? Hobbs Barrow is this way. You only know Margaret from Persona 3. I'm not familiar with the Persona games though. I know they are very popular. Hello, Mrs. De Blancy.
Hello. Good day.
I have some gossip here. The puking father, Roach. We are breaking on our promise, guys. We are going to tell her about him puking.
Are you sure you don't know where Hobbs Barrow is?
Hobbs, what?
Never mind. What do you know about Lord Panswick?
Wretched man. They say he is restoring a chapel near his manor. But for whom and to what god, I ask?
Is he a man of faith?
I've barely seen him set foot in St. Edmunds. It doesn't stop him from acting as our God-given ruler. Stay away from him, pet. Don't get yourself tangled up in local affairs.
I certainly don't intend to. Why did you call Lord Panswick wretched?
He hides in that manor of his and cares not for his people. I've heard stories whispered in the pews, you know,
What kind of stories?
that he shoots people on sight. Anyone that strays onto Panswick Manor.
Good grief!
Yet he will walk into the plough and furrow and buy ale for all and be hailed as our protector. I answer to God and God alone. Forgive me, pet. I shouldn't get so worked up.
Not at all. I appreciate your honesty, Mrs. de Plancy.
Thanks for being honest with me. So now it's my turn to be honest with you.
Father Roach asked me not to discuss that with Mrs. de Plancy.
But ask about Father Roach's health. What exactly is wrong with him? Don't ask. Don't wish to betray his trust. Oh, this is a tough choice, guys. What should we do? What should we do? I am worried about him, guys. I don't think it's the blackberry. There is no evidence that he has ingested a blackberry there. So I don't think that's the cause of it all. There's something else going on with him. Do not betray his trust. For now, maybe. Yeah. For now, but if he keeps getting worse, then we will do what needs to be done.
Thank you for your time.
Lord be with you.
Alright, so we are back. We're heading to the train station, guys. Let's go get our assistant. Hey, there's a fossil here too.
A fantastic specimen.
Oh, did we click on this earlier?
Alas, it is not mine to take.
It's just like the other ones. It looks exactly the same. Alright, so we do have to go this way to get to the train station.
Where is Kenneth?
There's someone working here though. Hello?
He was supposed to wait for me at the station.
Maybe he went to the inn. Well, let's go ask this Arthur Tillett. Oh, he worked here, huh? He is a station master. Are you kidding me? This is his job.
Well, that's one mystery solved. It's Arthur Tillett.
Wow.
What's he doing in there?
He worked here, obviously.
Mr. Tillett, where did you go last night?
Have we met?
Last night at the Plough and Furrow.
Oh, Miss Bateman. I were blind drunk last night and woke up with a stinking headache.
You still smell like a brewery.
Sorry.
You went to use the lavatory and never came back, Mr. Tillett. I searched everywhere for you.
I think I remember you bought me a drink. Then it's all a blur. I woke up in my bed this morning with my wife sour at me for waking her at some ungodly hour.
About last night. What were you going to tell me about Leonard Shoulder?
Who?
Leonard Shoulder. You told me you knew him. And promised to tell me more if I bought you a drink. Which I did. So what were you going to tell me?
I don't really know the old bugger.
But you said you did.
Oh, aye. No, I know naught about him. No, naught about Leonard Shoulder.
Is someone blackmailing you?
You're hiding something, Mr. Tillett. I don't believe you.
I say a lot of things when I've got the drink in me. I probably just wanted you to buy me an ale.
A likely story.
Look, what would I gain from lying to you? I just wanted another drink.
Even if that's the case, it doesn't explain your disappearance.
Aye, I don't remember out.
But you got whacked on the head, that's why you had a headache last night.
About last night. You really don't remember where you went last night?
As I say, it's all a blur. I remember needing a piss. Then... nothing. Well, you must have missed me when I came out.
I did not. I even went to the gents' toilets to find you.
Oh, aye. A sight for sore eyes.
It was. I checked everywhere, and you were nowhere to be found. The back door leading to the alleyway was blocked from the outside.
Oh, aye.
Yes. You must have exited through that door, Mr. Tillett.
But you just said it were blocked.
There must be an explanation.
My mind has drawn a blank.
Why was the door blocked? Did you block it?
I told you I don't remember. I've naught to say 'cause I remember naught.
Whatever.
How's your headache faring?
It feels like a steam engine is driving full pelt in a circle around me skull.
Be sure to drink plenty of water, Mr. Tillett.
Aye. I'll survive.
So, you work here?
Aye. Bewley's station master at your service. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Not just yet, thank you. I understand that some of the locals are not too happy about this new station.
Aye. I'd go as far as saying the whole village.
How long has the station been open for?
About 3 months. We're on the Midland Railway line. This employment's been a saviour for me. If I weren't stood here, I'd be drinking my life away at the pub right now. It's worth the occasional withering look from Cyril and the rest of them.
What does a station master do?
A bit of this and a bit of that. I don't wish to bore you with such things.
As you wish.
My responsibilities here keep me on the straight and narrow, I'll tell you that much. A sense of duty can do wonders for a lost soul.
Indeed. This must be a rather lonesome post to occupy.
Trains pass through here more regularly than you might think, lass.
I'm looking for my assistant, Kenneth.
Oh, aye.
His train has arrived.
Not a single soul disembarked the last train, Miss Bateman.
What?
Impossible.
He is not here.
Was that not the midday train from London by way of Derby?
Aye, it were. Mr. Price were here, unloaded a few crates.
But no Kenneth.
Not a soul. Hold on. One of them crates had your name on it, Miss Bateman. A great big one it were, with...
A red ribbon.
Aye.
What is Kenneth playing at, sending my equipment but not himself? Curses. Where is my crate now?
Mr. Price took away all the crates on his cart.
Who?
Mr. Price, he's the postmaster.
And where can we find him? His postmaster.
Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it. There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
Thank you.
North of the inn, okay. So maybe the right hand side of the inn. The previously blocked passageway.
Where can I find Mr. Price?
He lives above the storeroom, just north of the plough and furrow. You'll see it.
Okay.
There's a Royal Mail plaque on the wall.
We got the address.
Thank you. What can you tell me about Lord Panswick?
Oh, you've heard of his lordship then?
Yes. Do you know him?
Aye. He comes into the village from time to time, gives sweets to the children, hires young men to work his land. He's well liked around here.
He's
I
well
sense some
liked.
hesitation, Mr. Tillett.
Well, we kind of have an unspoken agreement with his lordship. He looks after us, provided we leave him alone.
I don't follow.
He likes his privacy.
Some people do.
No one is allowed to visit him.
Do you mean to say that he's a bit eccentric?
No. I've heard people got fired at when approaching his manor uninvited.
Good grief. But is this true?
Well, I won't be the one to find out.
Well, we'll find out soon, guys. We don't work for him, so there's no way he can fire us. We'll go visit this eccentric lord.
I'm looking for Hobbs Barrow.
Hobbs Barrow.
It's why Leonard Shoulder invited me to Bewley. He thought I might like to excavate it.
Oh, aye. I heard about a Hobbs Barrow somewhere out there. There's some old stories around it.
What stories?
I can't remember.
Mr. Tillett, please. This is important.
I'm awfully sorry, Miss Bateman. I'll try to remember. If he invited you here, then I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you all about it.
That's if I ever get to meet him.
I'm sure you will.
I found Mr. Shoulder's house, but he wasn't home.
Don't worry. You'll find him.
Why are you so sure?
Farewell for now.
Ta-ra!
Alright, we are heading to... Oh, hello! What, is that the same cat? It's a greyish cat. The one that was there last night on my bed is blackish, right? This one is lighter in color. It's not the same one.